So you have some questions about becoming a real estate appraiser. I can give you a brief insight into that. I'm Will Harris, Director of the Appraisal School for Champion School of Real Estate. I'm a certified appraiser for over 25 years and a commercial broker for 14 years. I have managed appraisal staff for national banks over multiple states. I enjoy being an appraiser. It's a lot of fun. It's a wide open field. Including but not limited to residential, single-family, high-rise condominiums, multi-million-dollar estates, and exotic vacation homes. Commercial, including office buildings, hospitals, retail shopping centers, and malls, and industrial plants. And Farm and Ranch has working ranches and exotic animal preserves. Oh, and don't forget RV parks and airports. And that's just the real estate appraising. It's a wide world of appraising anything that needs evaluation. One of the great things about appraising is that you can change to something that you enjoy. If you're doing what you enjoy, you'll look forward to going to work, you'll be personally satisfied and financially rewarded. Many appraisers, after appraising for 2 or 3 years, doing a few different types of properties, will specialize in one that they love. That way you become the one to call for that property type or location. As your reputation grows, so does your income. Appraisers are like consultants or advisors, and a little like detectives. An appraiser learns what the client's concerns are, what the property's current position in the market is, and where the market thinks that property should be today and in the future. A typical assignment for appraiser, property type or location, whether it's residential or commercial, the appraiser must keep up with what's going on in that market and in that industry. The appraiser will look at or inspect the property with the viewpoint of the typical buyer. The appraiser is going to determine what will the typical buyer pay for that property today and in the immediate future. I've developed a motto and an admonition for appraisers, which are, it's all about the market, or it depends on the market. And the admonition is, make no assumptions, which means it's not about me, it's not about this buyer or this seller. It's about the typical buyer in this market today. There is a real need for appraisers. There is a shortage of appraisers in both property types to be appraised and in location. Mostly due to a lot of appraisers retiring and a lot of them approaching or thinking about retiring. They are looking for someone to train to give their business to. So let's talk about some frequently asked questions for people looking to go into appraisal. One is, what does it take to be an appraiser? Well, your Champions Career Counselors are the experts in licensing in your area. But I can tell you many licenses in most states require some classes, which Champions is a provider for, some experience hours, and a licensing quiz, which Champions does have an exam prep course for. You do not need a degree to get started as an appraiser or to start making money. There are 2 levels of licensure. There's licensed and certified, which a trainee is working towards. In most cases, the licensed appraiser needs some college hours, and the certified appraiser may need a bachelor's degree. However, that degree can be in anything, basket weaving, from any school, and including an online school. But you still need the appraisal classes to learn how to do the job, and Champions is a provider for those classes. I've heard people say it's hard to find a certified appraiser, usually we're called a sponsor, to train you. Successful appraisal firms are looking for trainees. As with any business, if you're looking for a job, if you can't help them make money, well, they don't really have a place for you. And some states say you only need the first 2 or 3 courses to get started as a trainee. However, with only those first 2 or 3, A potential sponsor will have to spend what I call a lot of over-the-shoulder time teaching you the basics, and time is money. That's why I've always recommended you take all the appraisal courses so that the sponsor knows that he or she is not going to have to spend a lot of time teaching you the basics, which makes you an asset to the firm. I have a friend of mine who owns a moderate to large appraisal firm, and he pays the trainees the same as he does board-certified appraisers. His idea is that nothing goes out the door without him looking at it. And so a trainee is just another appraiser in the firm. How do you get paid, and how much do you get paid? Typically, appraisers are paid by the job. Although there are a few corporate salaried appraisers out there, typically an appraiser is an independent contractor. You get paid a percent of what is charged to the client. You get paid for completed assignments. At first, yes, you're going to be a little slower than an experienced appraiser, but with each report, you'll become more efficient, and in a few months, you will be rocking along. Your sponsor is motivated to teach you to be independent and efficient so that the firm and you can turn out more appraisals and get paid. Equally efficient appraisers, residential or commercial, typically make about the same money. Usually the first couple of years after licensure, it's under $100,000, but an appraiser who produces quality work can make well over that. And you can work part-time while you're building your experience, taking your classes, and raising your family. Many appraisers work from home. There's no set hours, there's flexible work schedule, and you get to work inside and outside. You set the limit on your income. How long will it take to get a license as an appraiser? In most states, they require some experience hours, usually about 2,000 hours, which is about a year's worth of appraising. And yes, you get paid during that time. And you can have more than one sponsor or trainer. Champions provides all the classes you need to be a successful appraiser and the continuing education to keep you sharp. Choose to be the best. Choose to be a champion.